Hello and welcome or welcome back to another edition of McKay Yoga. It is fall, so we're going to flow and go. We're getting right into it. If you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and join me on Saturdays for live yoga. Join me in Child's Pose. Now, when you come into Child's Pose, you could have your knees together. You can have your big toes together. You can have your knees apart. You can have your big toes apart. I'm just going to stay upright so you can hear me a little bit better. You can also use a block, a blanket, or a pillow to support your head. So Child's Pose, you're breathing in and out through your nose. And think about breathing into the fronts, the backs, and the sides of your body. Maybe you can think about the side ribs like gills, and you're filling your body with your breath. And now taking it into a more active Child's Pose by lifting your forearms, your elbows, and your upper arms away from the mat. As you inhale, shift your weight forward. As you exhale, curl your toes under, lift your knees off the mat, come into downward dog. And any sort of adjustments you want to do in your downward dog, maybe you can come right into stillness. Forgot that I put lotion on, and so I'll slip it and slide it. So let me add another dimension of stickiness so I don't slip and slide. Note to self, don't moisturize before you do the yoga, unless you have a really, really sticky mat, otherwise you're going to be slipping and sliding. Join your feet together and inhale, reach your right heel backwards. And when you take your right leg back, see if you can extend out to the inner and outer heel and lengthen your left heel down to the ground. Now, the left heel doesn't come to the ground, no big deal, but you're just stretching and lengthening out. And then exhale, draw your knee to your nose, rounding your upper back. Bring your right foot forward. And then see if you can come up to your fingertips. And if being on your fingertips is too much, have two blocks underneath your hands, one on either side, or use whatever you've got. Maybe you have some books that you can use. Draw your right hip back and left hip forward. Now your left hand's going to stay on the floor or block. Take your right hand to your right thigh. So you want to draw your right thigh into the hip socket. And then the left leg is straight by lifting from the inner lining of that left leg. And then sweep that right arm forward and up. So you're in a lunge with a little bit of a twist. Your right shoulder is stacked over your left. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, unwind. And now we're going to go into a really intense stretch. So remember last week we did stretch with the neck, the hamstrings, and shoulders. Did this last week too. So it's a good repeat. Now, if you have really open hamstrings, mine's are tight because I did a lot of stuff before doing this video. You're going to have your knee bent. But if you're more open, you can flex your foot and lift the archway of the foot up, and it really intensifies the stretch. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, rebend your right knee, step back to plank, and pause in your plank position. So when you come to plank, you should be able to move from plank to down dog. Your shoulders are over the creases of your wrists. The head and neck are an extension of the spine. The belly is drawing in. And then exhale, lift your hips up and back, down dog. Join your feet together. And inhale, reach your left heel backwards. So as the left heel goes backwards, you're stretching the right heel towards the mat. And again, if it doesn't go flat, not a big deal. Stay here, inhale. Then when you exhale, draw your left knee in towards you, round your upper back, and then bring your left foot forward. You can have blocks on either side of your foot. You can be on your fingertips. So now you're really trying to reach the crown of your head forward and your lower back backwards. Keep your right hand on the floor. Take your left hand to your left thigh. And then turn your heart and your chest towards your left side. And sweep your left arm up. Stack your left shoulder over your right. Reach up through the fingertips. Stay here with the inhale. Then exhale. You can backstroke your hand to bring your hand back down to the ground. And step back to plank pose. Lift your hips up and back. Down dog pose. Maybe already you feel a stretch in the backs of the legs. Keep your belly engaged and walk your hands back to meet your feet. Take a forward fold at the back edge of your mat. Have all 10 toes pointing forward. You can take a hold of opposite elbows. You can hold on to your ankles. If you have the openness in those hamstrings, you can hold on to the big toes with your index finger, middle finger, and thumb. Take an inhale to lift your heart and chest up. And then exhale, hollow your belly forward. Now, conversely, if the hamstrings are really tight, put a generous bend in your knees. Right? No need to suffer. Be where you're at today. Remember, it's a yoga practice. Every day is different. Lift your chest, inhale. Hollow your belly when you exhale. Put a bend in your knees. See if you can get the belly, maybe the chest to the rest on your thighs. And then bring your hands to your outer hips, the hip crease. So your thumb and your index finger. Your thumb is touching the frontal hip points, and then the index finger is like the rim of the pelvis. And then drop the hips down, lift the chest from the ground. Weight your heels, make your toes be light. And then reach your arms forward. It's like a modified chair pose. And see if you can take the arms up, draw the belly in, press down into your feet, inhale to stand. And then exhale, release your arms and mindfully come to the front edge of your mat. I'm going to turn towards you, but you'll be at the front edge of your mat. And you're going to separate the feet about hip socket distance apart. You're going to lift your kneecaps, lift your quads, lift your heart and chest up, roll your shoulders back and down, keep your chin level with the ground. So we'll do some sun salutes just to get us in sync with our breath. And you've seen me do these sun salutes many a times, and I have videos just of the sun salutes. I like to do them. It's a good way to warm up the body and to get in sync with your breath. As you inhale, stretch and reach your arms out and up. Hopefully you have space to take your arms out to the sides to do that. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, fold. You can bend your knees a lot, or maybe the legs are already straight. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, fold back down. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. And then exhale back to your center. Inhale, stretch and reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, fold inward. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, fold back down. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. And then exhale back to center. One more time, half sun salute, Ardha Surya Namaskara. Inhale, reach your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your chest, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold back down, Uttanasana. Press down into your feet. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach your arms up. And then exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. If you weren't already at the front edge of your mat, do come there. Stand either with your feet together, hip socket distance apart, however you feel the most grounded. And then inhale, stretch and reach your arms up. If you're feeling really energetic, maybe you take a back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, step back to plank. So you're in a push-up position. Your shoulders are right over the creases of your wrists. Heels are over the balls of the feet. As you inhale, shift your weight forward. As you exhale, bend your elbows, lowering halfway. Push your feet back. Inhale, up dog. Now you can take cobra if up dog is too much. And then exhale, roll over your toes as you draw back to downward dog pose. So you're trying to position your head in a way that your upper arm bones are framing your head and your neck. Your feet are about hip socket distance apart and the heels are reaching towards the ground. Take an inhale here. And then when you exhale, bring your feet forward. You can step them forward to very large steps, or you can hop them forward. And a very light hop. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold back down. Now press down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. You could back bend. And then exhale back to center. We'll do another one stepping back, but if you prefer to jump, you could jump. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, fold inward. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, plant your palms. If you're stepping back, try to step back with the opposite foot, so you're always alternating each time. Bend your elbows, lower halfway. Inhale to up dog or baby cobra. I meant to say baby. And then exhale, down dog. Let the head hang, but in a way that the neck stays even on all sides. So you're not trying to get the head to go to the floor. You're not drawing the chin towards the top of the chest. You're allowing the head to hang and the neck to be even on all sides. Stay here, inhale. And then when you exhale, lightly bring your feet forward. Lift your heart, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. And then exhale back to center. So you want to make sure when you bring your feet forward, it's light. You're not making any sound. Particularly those of you who are living in an apartment and there's someone underneath you, you don't want them to be upset with this pounding when you're doing your yoga. Hip opening. So if you have 2 blocks, grab your 2 blocks, you have a block on either side of your heel, right? Take your legs about as wide as they're long. And then, well, no, let's make it a little bit shorter first. Let's do horse/goddess first. So turn both of your legs out, or you can think like a wide leg PA or a sumo squat. So many things to think about. Bring your hands to your heart. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, sit directly down. And you can move a little bit from side to side. Heels heavy, toes light. You can let your hands rest on your thighs. Move a little bit from side to side. And then come back to center, sit a little deeper. Press down into your feet. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, parallel your legs. Now take the feet, or take your legs about a leg's length distance apart. Place your hands on your hips and turn your whole right leg out. Turn your left toes in and your left heel out and line up your right heel at the center of your left arch. Open your arms to the height of your shoulders. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bend your right knee coming into warrior 2. So if you noticed, I shimmied my foot a little bit before because I wasn't quite with my knee right over the ankle. You want that, right? You want to stack your joints. And then turn your palms to face up. Reverse your warrior, right arm up, left hand down. As you inhale, come back to warrior 2. As you exhale, right forearm to thigh if you don't have any props, or hands to floor or block, left arm up. And then reach your left arm up and over, so it's coming close to your ear. You could also keep your arm straight up to the ceiling if that's too much on your shoulder joint. Now look down at your foot and make sure you're not gripping or clenching your toes. And then once you've established that, turn and maybe look towards your device. Revolve the right side of your chest forward and the left side of your chest backwards. Now press down into your feet. Inhale, come back up, warrior 2. And then exhale, straighten out the right knee, parallel your legs. And then turn your whole left leg out. So if you have the luxury of having 2 blocks, you don't have to move your block from side to side, but obviously if you have 1 block, you're changing it to the left side. Your left heel is lining up with your right arch and you've rotated your left thigh bone in the hip socket. Open your arms at the height of your shoulders, or to the height of your shoulders, prepositions. Inhale, and then exhale, bend your left knee. You remember that in English class? Prepositions. Turn your palms to face up. Keep that openness across your heart and chest, and then reverse your warrior. Your left knee is moving forward, your left arm is moving backwards. Inhale, return to warrior 2. Exhale, either forearm to thigh, hand to floor or grip, right arm up to the ceiling. Or rotate your right arm in the arm socket so it sweeps up and over, and the little finger of your right hand is facing the floor. You're trying to make one long side angle from pinky finger of right hand to pinky toe of right foot. Press down into your feet. Inhale, come back up, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten your left knee, parallel your legs so all 10 toes are facing forward. Take your arms out to the height of your shoulders. Rotate your arms inwardly this time so your thumbs point down. Bring your arms behind you. Interlace the fingers with one another. If you have tight shoulders, this is where you would use the strap. I think last week we used the strap going forward and backwards. Sorry, the arms look really spastic. I didn't mean to do that. And then inhale, lift your chest up. And then exhale, tuck your chin, fold forward. This is Tadasana Tadasana C. So wide leg forward fold with a chest expansion. Maintain the lift of the arches of your feet and the hugging in of the outer ankle bones. Maybe you'll feel your shoulder blades coming a little bit closer together, and that's good. Now you're going to press down into your feet. Inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, release your hands and join your feet together. Let's cultivate a little bit of balance, and then we'll move into triangle and half moon. So if your balance is off, I would say stand at the wall. And then take your right leg into tree. If it looks the opposite of you, and you want to mirror me, you can do this as well, right? Your front hip joints are level. Right sole of foot, left inner thigh. It's easier if your foot's on skin. If it's on clothing, it tends to slip off. Take your arms out to the height of your shoulders. Rotate your arms in the arm sockets. Externally rotate them. And then reach your arms up. You're in tree pose. Grounded through your standing leg, reaching up through the arms or like the branches of the tree. Probably heard that a million times. Stay here, inhale. Then when you exhale, draw your right knee in towards you. Extend the right leg forward and straight, and hopefully my feet are clean so you're not traumatized. Stay here with the inhale. Then exhale, right foot comes down to meet the left. Release your arms, pause. If you need to bend your knees, wiggle your toes, do that. Now the left leg into tree pose. So draw your left knee in towards you, and if you can, the left sole of foot high to the right inner thigh. Ground down through your standing leg. Take your arms out to the height of your shoulders. Whoa, what was that? It's California, maybe it was an earthquake. Rotate your arms in the arm socket. External rotation, reach your arms up. Firm your outer hips in towards the midline of your body. Draw your belly in, sacrum in. So to create balance, you have to use your core. So pull up the muscles of the pelvic floor. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, you look up. Even more challenge is you close your eyes. Stay here, inhale. Then when you exhale, draw your left knee in towards you. Extend the left leg forward and straight, and then look, oh my God, my feet are so big. And then exhale, left foot comes down to meet the right. Release your arms to your sides. But it's okay, more surface area to stand on. So now we'll move towards triangle and half moon if you're going there. So take your legs wide apart, about as wide as they're long. Typically in triangle, if you have tight hamstrings, we say to go as wide as you can. And if you're more open, you can shorten up so you can use more of the musculature and don't rely on your flexibility. So turn your whole right leg out into the hip socket. Left toes turned in, left heel turns out. Open your arms to the height of your shoulders. Inhale, reach towards your right side. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up. Triangle pose. And this may be enough for you today. Those of you whose balance is really good, you can step out into half moon. You bring your left hand to your left hip. You can look down to see where you're going. Transfer the weight onto the right leg and then float the left leg up. You can extend the left arm up. Even though my head is partially out of the frame, it's okay. You know what I'm doing. Lift your kneecaps, lift your quads, stack your left shoulder over your right. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, left hand to left hip. Bend your right knee, firm your outer hips in towards each other. Slow motion, glide yourself back into triangle pose. Belly draws in, inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, release your arms and change your legs. So now the whole left leg's gonna turn out. Not just turning the foot, because then the rotation is coming from the hip socket, not from the foot or the knee. Left heel in line with the right arch, open your arms behind your shoulders. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, right hand to shin block or floor. Sorry, left hand to shin block or floor. Right arm up. Uttita Trikonasana. This could be plenty. Or right hand to right hip. Bend your left knee. Transfer the weight onto the left leg, float the right leg up. So now the left knee, shin, and toes are all pointing forward, and that block is about a foot on the diagonal of the little toe side of my left foot. Right? And then I'm flexing my lifted foot. I'm trying to keep my left sitting bone and my left heel, actually my left shoulder as well, all in one line. And then I free that arm up to the ceiling. So I want the left and right side of my waist to be equally long. All the limbs straight, whether you're in triangle or half moon, your limbs are straight. Belly engaged, bend your left knee, firm your outer hips in towards each other, gracefully back, triangle pose. Belly draws in, inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, release your arms, parallel your legs, and join your feet together. Move your props to one side, come back to the front edge of your mat. That's a lot of hip opening. Okay, so now join your feet together. Bend your knees, arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, plant your palms, take your feet back, lower your body down. Oh, see, I couldn't remember which foot I took back. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows. Inhale, up, shoulders over the creases of your wrists. And then exhale, down, up. Bring your right foot forward, left heel high. Inhale, crescent pose. So we've established some balance with tree and half moon. Now take an inhale, bring your hands to your heart. Maintain the lift of your chest. And then exhale, twist if you choose. So earlier we had that left hand down on the floor. Now we're moving into prayer. But you could certainly repeat it. Or you could take your left hand to the little toe side of your right foot. All options. You can even lower your back knee down if you don't want it lifted up. Stay here for the inhale. Then exhale, hands frame foot. Spin your back heel in and down. Inhale up, warrior one. Reach up, look up. Now exhale, hands to hips, shorten the distance between your feet. Angle your left foot to face forward. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale to fold. Now we're moving into pyramid pose. If your hands don't come to the floor, you use your blocks. If If you have no blocks, maybe you rest your hand on your shin, or you make do with whatever you have in your hand. Right hip back, left hip forward, and breathe. Stay here, inhale. Now exhale, bend your right knee. Slide your left foot back. Step back. So you can go straight to down dog. If you have more energy, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Left foot forward, right heel high. Inhale, press it close. And bring your hands to your heart. Take an inhale so you're maintaining the lift of your chest. And then exhale to twist. So now you're going to hook that right arm to the outside of the left thigh. Palm on palm, elbow above elbow. Crown of the head reaching forward and lower back lifting towards your back heel. Stay here for the inhale. Then exhale, bring your hands to frame your front foot, spin your back heel in and out. So we're setting up for warrior one. And then inhale, come up everybody, Virabhadrasana one. Maybe you can get your palms to touch. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, hands to hips, straighten out your leg, shorten the distance of your feet, and angle your right foot so it's pointing towards the front right corner of your neck. Reach your arms up, inhale. Hinge at your hips, fold, exhale. Your left hip back, right hip forward. Hands to the floor or blocks. And those blocks, they have varying degrees of height. Low, medium, and high. Lift your kneecaps, lift your quads. Breathe as smoothly and as deeply as you can, in and out through your nose. Take another breath here. Then inhale, bend your left knee, slide your right foot further back. Step it back, down dog, or plank, chaturanga, up dog, then down dog. I have such a balance here. We'll try one more thing of balance. But you can also use your blocks. Bring your right foot forward, left heel high. Inhale back up, crescent lunge. Now when you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. When you inhale, lean forward. Transfer the weight onto the right leg. See if you can lift that left leg. It's a modified warrior three. You could bring your hands to the blocks if you needed support. Then, how about twist? Left hand down, right arm up, or revolved half knee. So I'm trying to keep my left heel, my left sitting bone, and my left shoulder all in one line. It's tricky, but it's a yoga practice. Stay here, inhale. Now exhale, bend your left knee. Bring your left knee behind your right foot, have a seat. Seated twist. If it's too much to have both knees bent, you can straighten out your left leg. Right arm behind you, left arm up, inhale. And then exhale, twist and turn towards your right knee. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, twist, turn, look over your right shoulder. Getting a lot of poses to do, but we're flowing through it. One more inhale. And you're going to exhale, unwind. Throw in some abs too. Why not? We're right here. Navasana with maybe a pickup. I'm going to use the blocks. I'm going to need the help. Draw your knees in toward you. See if you can lift your shins from the floor. Hold on to the legs or let go of the legs. Keep the knees bent or straighten the legs. You're like a little V, a boat sailing on the sea. Stay here, inhale. Cross your right ankle over the left. See if you can lift your butt up. Woo. Bring it down. Step back. Down dog or a vinyasa back to down dog. So we have all that on the second side. Left foot forward, right heel high. Inhale, crescent lunge. Then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So you can stay here or lean forward with the inhale. Want more? Exhale, transfer the weight onto that left leg. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Any arm variations, hands can be at heart, you can reach the arms forward. Stay here, inhale, then we took it into revolved half moon. Left arm up, right hand down. Maybe you can look to the side wall. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, bend your right knee. In your right foot, or right knee, pardon me, behind your left foot, have a seat. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana, half lord of the fish. Where's the other half of the fish? Left arm behind you, right arm up, inhale. And then exhale, turn and twist and look over your left shoulder. You're trying to revolve your navel to your left outer hip. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, unwind. Here we go, one more abs. Come forward towards the front edge of your mat. Take your hands to the floor or use your blocks on either side of your hips. Hands behind your legs, so lift your shins up. I forgot that that body part was bad. Let go of the legs or hold on to the legs. Keep the knees bent or straighten out the legs. Draw the belly in so much it moves away from your shirt. You can look to your knees or to your toes. If your knees are bent, look at your knees. If your legs are straight, look at your toes. Then cross your left ankle over the right, and then see if you can lift your butt up. Not so easy. And then step back for our last vinyasa. Or maybe you just go back to down dog. Take a few breaths here. And then lower your knees, have a seat. Pause and breathe. So hip opening, hip strengthening, balance. A lot. Bring your legs out in front of you. We'll do a back bend. But first, let's do one more stretch, and then we'll do that back bend. So come to standing up onto your knees. You might need to pad your knees by doubling up your mat. You're going to bring your right leg forward. The left knee will be backward. So remember we did the lunge earlier. But now see if you can take it into a half split. Like last week, we worked on half split and going towards full split with the blocks and the strap. Maybe even, using the pillows. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale. You're going to transfer and extend your left leg forward and straight. Half split, full split, or somewhere in between. You're on your journey there. And then inhale, bend your knees. Bring your knees down. Bring your legs forward, and now lay down. So bridge pose, maybe upward facing bow, or Tadasana. You could use the blocks for that as well. So you're going to lay on your backs. Your knees are going to be bent. Soles of the feet on the ground. So you don't want the feet so close to the bottom that they're touching, but you don't want them so far away that it's all hamstring. So ideal alignment would be your knees, because you have more than one, over your ankle. Press down into your feet, and then inhale, lift your hips up. Keep your arms kind of like this robot. I've said that before many times. And push down into your upper arms and see if you can lift the butt up a little bit more. And then release the lower arms down, shimmy the shoulders towards one another, and then interlace the fingers with each other. Reach your knuckles towards your feet. Back ribs towards front ribs. Sitting bones reaching towards the backs of your knees. Then when you inhale, extend that right leg up. A little more deep. Exhale, lower that leg down. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, lower it back down. One more each side. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, it lowers. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, it lowers. Lift the hips up. Release the arms. Lower the upper back, mid back, lower back, and same. If you want a deeper back bend, you could go into Tadasana. Otherwise, grab your bow. And that's coming. Maybe I'll just do just on Tadasana and the variations with blocks and straps. That's an idea. Reach the legs up. You can also go into a shoulder stand from here, and I'd like to show you that with blankets. We'll do that another time as well. Take an inhale here, pause, winding down, cooling down. Tickle in my throat, pardon me. And then bend your knees, place your feet onto the mat. Lift the hips up. Draw the knees in towards you. Rock a little bit from side to side. You can do a happy baby. You can lift your forehead up towards your knee. Stay here, breathe. And you can be in Shavasana as long as you like. It would be nice to take a 10-minute Shavasana. That's ideal. And after you have your Shavasana, you lift your forehead up. You take your hands behind your legs. Gently bring yourself up. Bring yourself to a seated position where you can maintain a tall spine. the integrity of your spine. Then bring your hands to your heart. Allow your heart to lift and your mind to bow towards your heart. Just observe how your body feels. Make a special point to thank yourself for your commitment to your health, your well-being, and your yoga. Namaste, everybody. Peace out, yogis. Ciao for now. And again, don't forget to hit that red button, subscribe, like, leave a comment in the chat. Love to see you next Saturday. Have a great day, everybody. Ciao for now.